Right, I found the expressions, and the face is just to demonstrate it. I don't get this face with it. So let's say you've signed up, got an email thing. You can sign up with this. Signed up for it. Download it. What you do is you extract that to go to desktop on that one. So much stuff, so many windows. Where's this people? That's the main folder for the library. It goes into people. Go back into there. Go into the face. We should be able to find people. Is this Genesis 3? Here we are. And you get these lists of expressions. So you got 0, which is basically what it's on. So you go alright, and it just sort of like that. Okay. Is it not showing it? Have I got? You have to have it on there, but that shows it like that. Hang on a minute. Okay. Happy. It's a bit scary. Dream, which is basically eyes closed. Surprise or shock. There is a thing where you can make the eyelids a bit more more closed or lower, because some of the expressions make the eyes a bit too wide. Depends on what it is you're aiming for. Down is like a bit upset sort of thing, and then not again, that's like quite funny. And then sad is, well, obvious. More like annoyance to me, that one, but let me see, which is like, you can't have them with blank faces because it doesn't look very good if you're doing a scene, obviously, so you want various different things for whatever reason, but this is a relatively small selection, so changes the way the face works. And so the later models will have more capabilities for animation, I would have thought. And when they're talking, you get like mouth movements for more realistic when you do animation and they're talking, I think that the aim is to do it so that it gets more advanced as you go further down the line with the different. Who's complaining about that now? So yeah, that's just how you do expressions. I need to find some boots, but I often go on these sites and I'm trying to find I don't know where I got them. I can't remember where I got them. They were kind of like desert boot type shoes, but I don't know where I got them from. I can't remember. So I've only got the because if I try and put on, take her out that bloody pose. Hang on. That she's got no shoes on. So if I try, this is Genesis 3. So if I try and make a if I try and put boots on her that are from a later model, which is Genesis, so I don't have anything in here at all. That there was a thing here, and it basically has boot material, but it doesn't do anything. That was for a different outfit. So if I go looking for, I think, oh, why don't I just go into Genesis 8 and then do, you've got these boots here, but these are for a different later model, and it asked me what it is. I could go on an older one, but it's not going to be Genesis 3. Footwear. It does that. It doesn't fit. It does this thing where it doesn't fit on the body. And you could try and put it on manually, but that's like quite tedious. I mean, it's like it doesn't. I can't. It doesn't see them as two separate things. I can't make it fit onto there. It moves it with it, and it's like that's not going to work. So I don't know where I got them. The previous ones, they were like the same difference, but they were like suede-y type desert boots, very light tan colour. I can't remember where I got them from, and I lost them on that USB stick that went corrupt. So I'm gonna have to go looking for them. So at the moment, Rise of the Tomb Raider and Lara Croft's got no shoes on, basically. But whatever, that's not too important. But the other thing I wanted to do was the other Lara figure was the Underworld Lara. It's a, what is it? A complete model in its own right. You don't have to put the morph onto a blank figure. It's already in one thing. So is it that one or not? I don't think it is. That's basically Lara Croft Underworld, and that's basically a face morph with the hair already on there. Didn't have to add it, it's just on there, rather than having to put the morph onto a figure in the first place. And then I would go, would be Genesis 3 then. This it's this. I think it's this one. I think. Get mixed up on what I'm doing on here, to be honest. Ah, it's worked there. I wasn't clicking the right one. So yeah, you get this, and what happens is when you move the, it clips out when you move it, but it doesn't affect it generally when it's being rendered or whatever. I'm going to put some boots on her. That's boot material, then it that one. This being Genesis 8, the clothing I've got that doesn't fit on the Rise of the Tomb Raider, it should fit on here because it's Genesis 8. So there it is. A little bit clipping at the back, but I'm not sure if that will come out in the render. And of course we need the want the belt going on like that. Backpack. This being Genesis 8, all these bits fit on without any major problems. That's got to be what that is. I can take that one off. Yeah, I can take the other one off because I've got guns in it in that one. And what I can do is two belts here. Hang on. God, can't really tell, but what is it? You move the body, it should. No, it's not bloody. So funny. It doesn't even make it fit, does it? Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. No, it's not done, is it? Oh my god. It does, it deletes it. So I... Oh, there, it's done it there. Is it? There we are. Pain in the ass. So it does seem to not go through, but when I did the render it seems to come out okay. It can vary, it's a little bit funny, that one. But so let's say you wanted to install a character you downloaded, and let's say you went... I did this before, I lost these and I had to reinstall them, re-download them. This Tekken Butterfly one or the Elise one, you download it, which I've done already. Where's my downloads at? I hate this front end, I've got to change this thing to a bit more Windows 7 look. Did I do this already? I'm not sure if I did this one. Did this stop on that? This thing doesn't show my cursor, so it's bloody annoying. Content is that, there we are. Bring back the, there it is, this one here. Runtime, people, data. This is for Elise of Dead or Alive. It was, it's in, there it is. 8.1 or 8, that doesn't make any difference. What you get is basically the character is already there. Right, so I don't have to load in a stock model and then put the morph on the head. It's as simple as just putting clothing on them ready. You just go... Oh, there we are. And then... Have I got the... what's that then? That's it, it's the rest of the clothing. And there we are, we've got the... The feet are funny because there's a pose related to them, so... Is that it? Yeah, they don't look, because the feet have to be kind of pointing downward as if they're standing on tiptoe, and then the shoes go around the foot effectively, so you have to pose the foot to make it fit inside the shoe effectively. And so that's it, that's really simple. And again, I've got the expressions, so we just go to this is Genesis 3, but the poses do work on this, so you can have them doing different facial expressions or whatever, as we did before. And they're fully posable as well, so you can Genesis, is this 3 or 8? I'm not quite sure what, it was 8, wasn't it? Poses. Here we are, you could do, yeah, because sometimes it will corrupt the pose, so you'll find some of it like they're male. what you'll find is it shouldn't have the arms inside the body at all. It saves basically just manually posing, which could take quite a long time. So especially if you're animating, you'd want it to have a standard setup like that, and then you might want to move the, I don't know how you do animation on here, but you could, it would be a lot easier to set it in that starting pose and then have the animation go from that point. It would take quite a long time to she looks miserable. But so yeah, I could save that as, what was her name? Dead or Alive, I know which, Emily, I think it was. Elise, E-L-I-S-E.